Hey guys, Matt here. Today we're going to talk about 4 things you need to pay attention to stay in the present moment. In fact, this video may absolutely change your life, so listen up. Do you remember being in the classroom, listening to the teacher drone on and on, just waiting for recess? Perhaps you started gazing out the window, looking at the birds fly, and just dreaming about your next recess, when suddenly the teacher's voice cut right through your daydreaming. Pay attention! At that moment, you realize several minutes had passed and you missed something important. If you're like most people, you'll find your mind often wandering. This is more true today than ever, when you have multiple demands, including social media, always competing for your attention. There are times when we need to let our minds float free, and other times when we need to be fully present. When we pay attention to what is happening right now, we receive valuable information from our environment and what is happening inside. You see, our emotional and physical state have important things to tell us. That's what mindfulness, or staying in the present moment, is all about. Paying attention to what is happening right now. So first, pay attention to your body. We've often forgotten that our bodies have important things to tell us. At any given moment, we pay attention to what is happening not only in our thoughts and mind, but what is happening within our body. Our body tells us if we're stressed, if we are experiencing intense emotions, if we have energy or need to rest, if we are sick, and much more. For instance, do you ever notice yourself grinding your teeth, clenching your fists, or just have some sort of tightness in your body? This is a sign of tension. Begin to notice when you tighten and ask yourself, what is going on in my mind? What is going on in my body? Where do I feel this in my body? Whenever you begin to feel yourself tighten up in your body, ask yourself, where is this happening? What is the cause of this? And what action can I take to resolve this? Do you ever find yourself tapping your feet or tapping your fingers? This is your way of your body telling you that you want to escape. Again, notice when this is happening and ask yourself, what is making me uncomfortable? Why is it making me uncomfortable? And what do I want to escape from? Alright, number 2. Pay attention to your emotions. Many of us have been taught that emotions are not a valid sense of information, and they are not to be trusted. Many cultures teach us that only positive emotions such as happiness are okay, and that negative emotions such as fear and anger need to be squashed or ignored. If this is true, why do certain emotions keep coming up over and over? The key is to acknowledge the emotion and figure out what it is telling you. You see, emotions are neither positive or negative. They just are. It's what we do with them that counts. Emotions are the body's response to an event, and they are designed to give us valuable information. If you're feeling joyful, what is the source? If you're feeling angry, investigate it. What line has been crossed? What needs to be protected? If you're feeling afraid, pay attention to it. There's often a reason why your body is telling you that, and keeping you informed of any potential dangers. Ask yourself, what is causing this fear? Is it inside or outside? And what do I need to do about it? There's 2 important things to note about emotions. First, pushing them down or ignoring them causes stress. If the underlying issue is not addressed, it can negatively affect your body and your mind, causing adverse effects. Second, reacting instantaneously to emotions can cause harm. For example, lashing out at a loved one by yelling at them. Take the time you need to investigate the source so that you can take effective action. Number 3, pay attention to your surroundings. This seems like a no-brainer, right? Well, it's harder than it seems, and we miss out on so much when we tune out. How many times have you driven in your car and realized you've driven several blocks or even miles without remembering any of it? Have you ever been out for a walk and spent your entire time on the phone? What kinds of things might you have missed? Have you ever been at a work meeting or maybe a dinner with your son telling you about his basketball game and then you realize you missed important information about the story? When we are physically somewhere but mentally or emotionally somewhere else, we often miss out on important information. Some of these things include potentially dangerous situations, or maybe a beautiful sunset, or a beautiful flower in our neighbor's yard, or hearing what someone important to us is telling us, or our own physical presence in that moment. The 4th thing I want to share with you about being in the present moment is to pay attention to your intent. To be present, decide what you need or want to experience. If you're going for a walk, set the intention to notice the beauty of the day, or what's going on in your neighborhood, or anything else that you would want to get out of your walk. See, there is no right or wrong. You get to decide. If you're working on a project, set the intention to be fully present 100%, with no distractions. If you wander, and your mind will naturally wander, take a mini break to recharge, and then come back when you're ready. Decide if the moment calls for laser-sharp focus, or if outside awareness is important for what's going on around you. Check in with your emotions from time to time. They will tell you what you need to pay attention to. Alright, so let's bring it all together. Being present takes practice, so be patient with yourself. Notice times when you're being present, and notice times when your mind begins to wander. Your brain needs work breaks, just like your muscles. So when you experience fatigue, give it a rest. Stay present with your emotions and see what opens up for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, share it, that would be awesome. Or comment below and I'll be happy to respond to you. Alright guys, talk soon.